Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Take a look at some of the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney alongside Scarlett Fu, and we're joined by Bloomberg's Lisa Mateo. Again, can't we get rid of you?
Sorry, you can't. Okay, so we'll start with Intel, ticker INTC. All right, its shares have been up as much as 5% in the open. They've kind of come back just a bit. The thing is, they're making progress on a comeback. It was a pretty rough year for the company. There have been concerns about whether it can manufacture products that really pull in those customers again. The good news, well, it returned to profitability. It gave an upbeat revenue forecast. Fourth quarter sales will be roughly $13.3 billion. It was just below Wall Street's estimates, but some analysts were still including revenue from a unit that Intel just spun off, and that was money that wasn't part of the company's forecast. But it comes after a few things, right? You think back, Intel secured that investment from the U.S. government and won backing from companies like NVIDIA and SoftBank, and investors really loved those deals, and they sent actually Intel shares up 90% this year.
My boy Frank Yeary's the chairman of the board there, so that stock is just ripping.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's had quite the turnaround. All right, let's take a look at P&G, consumer goods company, like the staple, safest of the safe plays.
Yes. Okay, so their shares have been up as much as 2%. So yes, better than expected sales. Revenue earnings per share also beat expectation, but its beauty and grooming really came in big for the company. They have secret deodorant, Gillette razors, right? So that's leading their sales growth. The interesting thing is that they raised prices in all their business division except for baby, feminine, and family care. And consumers paid the higher prices for them. So that was the news that stood out for them. Wow. And the company's been going through changes. You know, they cut about 15% of their workforce over the next 2 years to kind of improve in, efficiency. They're bringing in a new CEO. They're going through a lot of changes, but people still paying more for some products like Bounty paper towels, Tide detergent.
Wow.
Think about it.
So that's tariff inflation that consumers are paying?
They actually, the company itself sees a lower impact from tariffs.
Okay.
Originally, they thought it was $800 million. Now they've brought it back to $400 million.
All right.
That's
Very
coming
good.
back a bit.
Decker's Outdoor.
Yes. Okay.
That's not Decker's clothes, right?
No,
okay.
It's the running shoes, the Hoka running shoes,
and
Ugg
Uggs.
boots. Yes. Okay. They're all over my house. Okay. the company, though, their shares have been down as much as 14%. So it missed on its sales guidance. People spent on consumer goods like from Procter Gamble, like we were just talking about, but they held back on these things like footwear. So they went for the things that they needed, like, deodorant and razors. And it looks like they're holding back on like this expensive footwear. So Bloomberg Intelligence is saying their 2026 forecast could be a little bit conservative if momentum at both brands continues. They said Hoka it actually has a little bit room to grow. And for long-term success at Ugg, they said that they need more product diversity. They need to come up with new products, new Ugg products. Like they had the sneakers that, I don't know if you remember, that came out and they were all popular and I had to buy those too. So it goes to show you, like, a new product comes out, your kids want it, you go buy it, you spend more money. So they're saying they need to do that a little bit more.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.